Welcome to the Place to Be Reviews. I am Pete, Itepokuin, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me late for dinner because I'm always hungry. I am here with Mr. Terry Whitmore.
Good morning.
Morning, and we are at Houghton Lake Con. This is day 3. Terry is the artist and author of Curse of the North Woods, a nice comic that he. Do you consider it a comic or more of a the graphic?
Yeah, it's just kind of a short comic, just
Okay.
a short story, a few pages long. You know, not the standard length, but just a little sample of some of the things we're coming up with. So.
Okay. So you have more. Is it going to kind of piggyback off this story, or are you building a kind of like a world around this?
It's kind of going to be more like a horror anthology.
Okay.
A writer I'm working with, Mr. John Stump, up, and he's written a bunch of stories. I have a couple stories of my own. We're working on just getting them together. Some will be long, some will be short. We're just gonna keep putting them out and putting them together. And
so how long have you been illustrating and writing?
A couple of years.
Couple of years. Okay.
Yeah. Growing up in high school, younger, loved to draw, loved comics. Kind of got away from it after high school, and then a couple of years ago, I just started doodling around. I had a job where I had a lot of downtime, so I decided to start doodling, and then it started picking up from there. And you'd buy some comics or see some comic at the shop, and like this art's not that great, and this story's not really that good. So that kind of led to trying to see what we could come up with. And
Okay.
So it's just been building. It's been fun.
Nice. And like I said, I enjoyed it because it kind of, and I'm not going to give it away. If you guys want it, it'll be available at shallowgravecomics.com.
Yeah, we're working on getting that website up. Hopefully before too much longer, we'll have everything up and going.
So we will be following that as soon as that website is up. Make sure you get a Facebook page going for that too, because we'll be sharing that on the Place to Be Reviews page on Facebook, and we can tweet that out too.
Perfect.
To kind of give you some more exposure there. Did you have any influences from the industry or outside of the comic book industry to kind of get you involved in this?
80s kids, so love all the horror movies from the 80s. Scary books, Stephen King, stuff like that. I'm really into some of the more horror-related Swamp Thing, Hellblazer, things like that. Even going back to the older EC stuff, the creepy and that stuff's really great. And
you mentioned Swamp Thing. Now that was a big point recently because that was a show that was on the DC universe. I don't know. I don't have it myself.
I haven't either. I want to get it. I heard the Doom Patrol show was really good, which I dig Doom Patrol. And then I heard good reviews on the Swamp Thing show, but then they canceled after one episode. So I don't know. That's disappointing to hear.
And they have the entire season, which they're still gonna release, but it doesn't seem right to cancel a show after one episode. And
before anyone can even watch it to see if it's any good or not.
Yeah, you're not really gonna get a lot of subscribers that way.
No, not really.
Yeah, those and it was recently. I think it was Adrienne Barbeau's birthday, and of course the original Scream Queen. She was in the first Swamp Thing movie, so that was just another little. There's all these little like Easter eggs that you find along the way here, and I said influenced by that kind of 80s horror. We're getting ready to do a watch party for Night of the Creeps. If you've ever heard of that one, it's kind of a space zombie horror movie.
Sounds fantastic.
Tom Atkins is the lead.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know who Tom Atkins is, Season of the Witch, Halloween 3, he was the lead role in that. So before we get off on too much of a tangent here about horror movies and whatnot, which I could go on all day about, I bang on the table there, it hits my mic, it sounds like a bass drop. We'll plug the comic one more time. This is Curse of the North Woods, and the artist and story by Mr. Terry Whitmore, who was gracious enough to stop by and give us a few minutes of his time this morning here. Go ahead and plug the story and anything you have coming up for the folks.
Yeah, so the Curse of the North Woods basically is just a story of some people going some places they shouldn't go and the consequences that follow. And then again with my partner John Stump, who's written a whole bunch of stories that we're going to be putting onto paper with pictures. So just a whole bunch of different horror anthology stories, everything from I don't want to give too much away, but there's a lot of variety in what we're coming. So we're going to try to cover the basis on different ways people can get into trouble.
Excellent. Well, Terry, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
This is Mr. Terry Whitmore. shallowgravecomics.com. That website will be up soon, and as soon as that is up, you will see it plugged on our Facebook page, our Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere else we can possibly give an independent creator some more exposure. That's what we're all about here, and that's what the Fandom Menace does. We support independent creators, and thank you so much, Terry.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, folks, for watching. We'll have some more interviews coming up today from Houghton Lake Con. The place to be reviews. I'm out for now.